A shoe that I created in December. This is my latest Air Force One Nike ID. I've done a few since, just waiting for them to be built for myself and some friends, so we got several on the way. This was done along with a project over at Nike in Dallas. The December color of the month, there was 2 colors, 2 materials each. Rubberized, olive. Then there was the black rubberized material, as you see on the tongue. And then there was this ballistic olive, and also a ballistic black. Now this monster green, as this is called on the swoosh and the strings and the interior, not a volt, not an electric green, almost a combination of the two. It's called monster green. That remains with us. You can do an entire shoe out of that monster green if you like. This was the first month that they allowed us to do the contrast stitching, which I did do, as you can see, to separate the entire shoe. A lot like I did on my bespoke. Glad to see that. And you can see here that you can actually change the contrast stitching in two different spaces, 2 colors. Around the shoe, I did the electrolime. I just did the foams video. Sorry, I did the monster green. And over here on the monster green swoosh, I did a black contrast stitching. So overall, I think it adds to the shoe. I was a little bit concerned when I did the shoe. I put the monster green outsole, the clear monster green outsole, translucent, on there, and I thought it was going to be a bit bright, and I was hoping that it wouldn't be too bright and actually take away from the shoe. In this case, I believe that black midsole really brought it down and made it a little bit dull. And I'm glad to see that, because I got the effect that I was hoping I could get without even really knowing what I was doing. So I've learned something here for my future creations. A dark midsole under those transparent soles will definitely darken it down. So if I want it to be light, I'll have to go lighter. I just got lucky here that I got the effect I was looking for. That rubberized leather is very smooth. Yet the ballistic, no, it's like a Kevlar. On the black rubberized for the hang tag, Sam Cole 12, of course. And now they are coming with Rubberized. Finally, after all these years of making the Air Force One IDs, I always wondered what the price tag that goes with these. It's not cheap. Why don't we get a lace Rubberized? Now we do. Very happy with this shoe overall. When I first saw those colors and cloths, I knew I was going to use them. I started out with a concept of recreating the undefeated 4s. That was easy. I also thought about, I found a badge that my father had in Korea. It was the Army A5 badge. Large red A, little 5 interior. So I colored up a lot of red on these greens with this military look. Just didn't like what I saw. So instead of making an undefeated 4 or staying with the red that I just didn't think worked, I thought I've still got a bit of a military theme here with these greens for the Army, and then at the same time I've got that bright yellow, that monster green that's in there, which is all me. So a lot of this is that military feel for my father, celebrating his time in the Army. Just this last weekend we drove over to Florida to celebrate his military ceremony, which he deserves. So a little bit for him, a little bit of that undefeated 4 for my friends, and a whole lot of monster green for me. One of my buddies asked me if it was Jedi themed. Not necessarily, but I can see why they would think that. In the Star Wars movies, they all wore those darker, more military colored robes when they all got together. My latest Air Force One creation from Nike ID. You can do it too. Happy with the way these came out. As always, you can reach me at samcolt12.com. Also on Google+, Instagram for my photos, and Vidi for the 15-second quick videos. Second set of laces was infrared. I do not intend to use them in the shoe. These are good just as they are. I got them simply because for my second lace, why not get something I can use in a different shoe? Best of both worlds. Air Force One IDs.